Very Meet Tyche family. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you, where we dole out the fates using our cards and we figure out what we have going on and what the goddess Tyche is dealing us. All right, right now we do have 6 planets in retrograde, which is a crazy number, which means all kinds of shenanigans are probably up. So let's get to the table, let's shuffle the cards, and let's see what she has in store for you.
All right, Pisces. This is for the week of September 19th, 2022. September 19th, 2022. Right to my little water signs, my little fishes. Let's see what's the fates have in store for you, for love, career, finances, health. I don't know. Your relationship with your dog. Anything, everything. Life's path, destiny. Whatever the cards have to say. Pre-shuffled before we started. Let's see what we got. Okay. The Hermit, the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords. My God, Pisces. Usually don't start the readings like that. Definitely have a lot going on here. I feel like this might be a couple of situations. I feel like this might be like a chain of events, right? Where one disappointment leads to another, leads to another. And you, as the Hermit up here, you're just trying to make sense of everything that's happening and why it's happening, right? Which, I mean, the Hermit at the top, it can mean a lot of different things, but in this particular reading, I feel like you're at least staying stable throughout all of this, right? I think that there might be 2 storylines here for different Pisces, honestly. I feel like somebody could have lost a loved one, and I think another one could have a very disappointing and bitter love story here. Let's draw some cards to get a little bit of clarity. Okay, Judgment and the Chariot. So whatever started this chain of events really came at you fast, didn't it, Pisces? Really did. If this is somebody that's passed, I think that it was something that you weren't really expecting right away. And that could have either sent you kind of into a depression, or it really negatively impacted other areas of your life, especially if this person, was a breadwinner or had some sort of stability that they gave you, whether that's emotional or physical, financial, whatever. I believe if this is for a relationship reading, I think that this is a cycle that's happened with you 2 before. I'm sorry to say. Maybe you guys have broken up a couple times, because I see the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Swords here. I really feel like these are cards of leaving, right? Maybe you left them and then they left you, or maybe you left them twice, or vice versa. There's been a couple of starts and stops here, right? And neither of them looked fun. I think the first time that you guys maybe broke up or separated, it was unexpected and it happened quickly, right? But then you guys got back together, and with the Judgment card over here, it was either the cycle repeating itself, so you kind of had an idea that it could happen again, right? Because we can forgive. We don't really always forget. I just really don't think it's that common. So then you come down here to the 5 of Swords, right? And you're in this relationship, but you're kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it really hurts. I feel like this is somebody that you were really, really either in love with or infatuated with. Oh my gosh. I keep blaming my terrible shuffling on all the planets in retrograde, guys. It's not me. It's not me. Just, let's see. High Priestess and Queen of Swords. Yep. It looks like there was some sort of third-party situation. I honestly feel like what could have happened, it's either somebody that was unfaithful, or you guys were split up or broken up and they ended up meeting somebody else, right? And that's really got you in a tizzy. However, I feel like they are also upset on their end, right? I think they made a mistake, right? They definitely went somewhere else. They ended up with their boots under somebody else's bed. But I think that the consequences of their actions have also really hurt them. I think you're over here as the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords, and you're cutting them out because you know that, my God, I don't want to do this, but I have to cut this cycle out, or this is just going to continue on forever, and I'm going to find myself crying into my pillow over and over and over again, and I'm just getting too grown for this. Like, how long can I let it go on for? Again, if this is the other storyline of somebody passing, I do feel like, I really feel like you are going to be reaching out for help from other people. I feel like you might be a little disappointed by the response that you get. But you realize that, maybe these people weren't really great in your life. And if they can't be here for you during this hard time, then they're not worth being there with you at all. Right? Let's draw a couple more cards here. Where will this end up? Yeah, okay. Just asking, as soon as it fell out, this is a relationship. What is next on the table? You've cut them out. The cycle has continued over and over again, like a record playing on, repeat, or that keeps skipping, right? I think that's a better analogy. You got the Two of Swords. And Pisces, unfortunately, I think that this is you considering doing the cycle again and starting over with this person, right? You guys are water signs. You're deep. You're emotional. You guys are beautiful souls. You really are. But unfortunately, I think that leaves you open to a little bit of manipulation, a little bit of heartbreak that you kind of allow back into your life. And you guys know better. Pisces, you know better. But you can't help it, right? You consider them again, or at least you're thinking about them very heavily. If they're not coming back and asking for you again, or you're not, in their DMs, saying, I forgive you, come back, you're thinking about them a lot. Yeah, okay, all right. I don't mean to have that disappointed mom sound in my voice, but I did have the Tower reversed fall out. And people don't usually like the Tower, but I think when you're in cycles like this, when you keep going back and forth with somebody, the Tower is not always bad, because that means the building has fallen over. It's rubble. We can't rebuild it. We don't even want to rebuild it. And you're moving on with your life, and you're moving forward, and it might hurt, but you're going, they say that get over one person, you get under another, that, and I just don't see that happening. And then, of course, I have the Ace of Wands, Pisces. I think there's some sort of sexual magnetism here. And I think that that's what they pull you back in with. And I think you allow them to. And the beginning of that cycle might happen. You're just not done with them, are you? You're not done. And if you're not done, nobody's going to be able to talk you into leaving. So I'm gonna save my words. But let's get more details from the cards. They say it's just like, it's like the drug addict, right? They're only going to get better when they want to. They're going to get well when they want to. It's the same thing with bad relationships and going back to people we know aren't good for us, right? I've done it. Everybody's done it. I don't care, what anybody says. There's always someone from our past who just keeps sucking us back in until we finally just say, screw you, right? So the Eight of Swords with the Emperor here. The Emperor, he's that they are that magnetism for you. They keep sucking you back in. They keep pulling you back in, Pisces. And you have the Eight of Swords here and you feel trapped. Of course, you're not really trapped. And we all know that, but you feel it. And if you feel it, then it is real, right? You really feel trapped. You're stuck between I see you as this Eight of Swords here, and I feel you're stuck between the Ace of Wands and the Emperor, and I really just feel that that's your person, man. They catch you hook, line, and sinker. I know what they say, soul ties and twin flame and all of that, but you just say twin flame for every toxic relationship and every person. You can't just leave the hell alone, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Here, I really feel like you're thinking, you've thought about leaving. As much as you fantasize about being with this person when you're away from them, the weird thing I'm getting, Pisces, is like when you're not with them, you're dreaming of them. You want to be with them again. You're daydreaming about, you guys getting back together. But then when you're with them, you're daydreaming about being free of them, right? You're wanting to be strong, and you have the Ace of Cups reversed. You're going to be strong, and you just want to pour that cup out, and you just see yourself just leaving and just being like, bye, right? And letting them be the one with the broken heart. And then we have the Knight of Cups here, and I think that this is you just wanting to be able to move on with a new connection that will be much better for you. Just gonna get a couple more cards here. I think this reading deserves it just because yeah, and I think that you're gonna keep feeling this way. I really don't feel like, and I hate to say this, and of course, you have control over your actions and all of that. You have free will, but I do feel like this connection has to die, has to just really be done, for you to be able to fulfill this fantasy of moving forward. You have the Two of Wands in the world, and the world waits for you for this to be done. And more things open up for you, beautiful things, right? In the Two of Wands, the whole world is in her hand. But right now, I just am not sure if you are ready for that. And maybe hearing this reading is the first step into getting to the world. I don't know. Something will get you there because it's there for you if you want it to be. Unfortunately, I think it has to be like really terrible for you to cut this person out. We always make excuses for people, and well, they are withholding their feelings for me, but at least they're not abusing me, right? Like you always escalate it. Well, they're doing this, but at least they're not doing that. And you keep talking to yourself into, well, they're not that bad. They're not that bad, because you have this connection with them that you can't sever. And it looks like for the Ten of Swords here, it's going to have to be something pretty bad or to get that epiphany where you're just done. And then the world awaits for you. And honestly, just a little note for the very, very few out there, Pisces, that might be in an abusive relationship with this and you can't seem to get out. I really feel like it's important for you to reach out for support. Because you don't want to keep forgiving and making excuses for somebody until they do something really, really bad. And that is just for a very small amount. But I think that, there might be a Pisces out there that needs to hear it. That you dream of breaking free of this person, but you continually don't. And of course, that is a terribly hard cycle to get in and to get out of. But with the Ten of Swords here, I just be very careful. Get support and really try to find your inner strength, okay? All right, Pisces. So this reading is definitely a little bit of a heavier one. Sometimes we're not ready for karmic cycles to end. Sometimes we're really connected with somebody. Sometimes we want to hold on and hope that they change, right? And we all understand that. But definitely come back to this hermit here. Come back to this hermit and really look deep down inside yourself, right? I think a little bit of soul work, a little bit of shadow work would be really wonderful and start you on your way to the world. All right, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. If this resonated, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to book a private reading to get a little more details about the situation, the link for that is in the description, along with my email if you'd like to reach out. Again, thank you, Pisces, for coming along, and I hope I see you next time. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.
All right, Tyche family, I promised you puppies, and I do not lie. These are the fosters that I have right now. 2 little puppies that were given away in a CVS parking lot by a man who said their mother has died. They are little orphans. There were 6 of them. I have 2 of them right now. As you can see, they're beautiful little red, blue, green-eyed puppies. Some sort of mix, we're not sure. Thinking some sort of pit mix with maybe Rottweiler and Rhodesian Ridgeback. It's going to be anybody's guess to how big they're going to get, but they are absolutely beautiful. This little sleepy guy with the white toes here, his name is Anubis. And the other little boy here with the darker muzzle, this is Bosco. All right, we are fostering them for a local rescue called Hope for Pits. And if you are interested, please reach out to the email that I have in the description box below. I can give you more information about these cuties and when they will be available. Right now, I am bottle feeding these babies, so they literally are my babies, and I am their foster mom in every sense of the word. And I really want them to get wonderful, loving homes. I'll try to update as they get bigger and they continue to become more and more playful. But until then, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Happy rescuing.